Next witness, Mr. Stroller.
Travis Oliver.
Travis Oliver.
Thank you, Lisa. Jeff, 22 through 31. 22
If
through
you'll come
31.
forward, please, sir. And right before the clerk, if you'll raise your right hand, she'll administer the oath.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
All right, sir, if you'll come right around over this way for me. And Detective, if you'll just keep your voice up, speak right into the microphone.
Okay.
Mr. Stroller.
Thank you, sir. Please, could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Travis Dwayne Oliver Sr., Oliver.
Okay, and how are you employed, sir?
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Okay, and are you a homicide detective?
Yes, I am.
And were you one on November 23rd, 2012?
Yes, I was.
Were you called out to aid Detective Musser in this case?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Without going into too much detail, did there come a time where there was a issue about child safety locks with the red SUV?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Do you recall the date that you went out to the warehouse to check it?
No, I don't have a recollection of the actual date.
Okay. Did you fill out a report, sir?
Yes, I did.
Did you know you were coming here to testify?
Yes, I did.
Did you bring your report?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead and look at it to refresh your recollection. Please don't read from it as it's not in evidence, but let me know when you refresh your recollection, sir.
I authored supplement number 10. That date is not documented in that supplement. I believe it's in Detective Musser's supplement.
Do you have Detective Musser's supplement?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and look at Detective Musser's supplement then and refresh your recollection. Would it help if you look towards December 7th, 2012?
December 7th. There's no listing of that in his report either.
Okay. So without recalling a date, you recall at some time you checked the car with technician Karen Smith?
We went to the car on several times. We went out there with Karen Smith, and we went back there again with Detective Whittlesey.
Okay. And do you recall that day also is you checked the door locks of the red SUV, the back child safety locks? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Can I have defense 23, please? Sir, does that look like one of the child locks from the red SUV?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And is that an accurate depiction of how you looked at it and found it when you were with Technician Whittlesey and Smith?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can I go to defense 24? Is that also another picture of that red SUV door with the child lock?
Yes, it is.
Is that also accurate in the way it depicts the way you found it with Technician Smith and Technician Whittlesey?
Yes, it is.
Can I go to defense 25? Does that appear to be the other side of the red SUV child lock door?
Yes, it is.
Is that also accurate the way you found it with Technician Whittlesey and Technician Smith?
Yes.
Defense 26. Same questions. Does that
Yeah.
accurately reflect the door with the child locks?
Yes, it is.
Would that actually reflect the way you saw it that day?
On that day, yes.
All right. And 27, please. Is that the door to the back SUV that would be opened and the child lock would be on the other side?
That's the
The
rear
red
pa-
SUV, the back door to the red SUV.
Yes, the child lock would be on the inside of the door, yes.
Correct. And 28, same question, that's just a close-up of the same door open, is that correct?
That's correct.
29, another of that door, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
30. Now, do you recognize that in Defense Exhibit 30?
Yes, I do.
Is that the same back seat you sat on when you guys discovered there was a tripod underneath that seat?
Yes, it is.
Did you ever move or do anything to that tripod or manipulate that tripod at all?
Yes, we did.
Okay, what did you do to it?
We sat in the seat and
No, hold on. Did you manipulate the tripod? I didn't mean did you sit on the seat?
yes, I'm telling you how we manipulated the tripod.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
We sat in the seat and attempted to pull the tripod from underneath the seat from the position we were sitting in. Then, after we were unable to pull the tripod from the seat in a sitting position, we got out of the car, opened the rear passenger door, and pulled it from the end of the seat and were unable to move it out of the car.
Okay, can you tell me where you put in your supplement everything you just testified to?
I was meeting with the evidence technician, and we were under the impression at that time that the evidence technician documents what their actions are since I was meeting with him.
Okay, but you were the one that sat on the seat, right?
Yes.
Did Detective Musser sit on the seat?
No, he did not.
Did the evidence technician sit on the seat?
No, I did not.
And you didn't put it in your report, is that true?
No. Once again, we were under the impression that the evidence technician was documenting that.
Understood. Would you say that's a true and accurate depiction of what the underneath of that seat looked like?
Yes, it is.
Did you leave the tripod where you found it after you sat on it and tried to wiggle it?
Yes, because there was not any evidence of our crime.
That's okay. Can I go to Defense 31? That's the other side. Would that also be accurate, that the tripod would be on the complete other side of that seat?
That's the other side of what? What is it the other side of?
This is the other side. Do you recognize this as the left side, the left rear side of that seat underneath it?
I never viewed the seat from the left side of the vehicle.
Okay, so you're saying even though you recognize Defense 30, you don't recognize Defense 31?
That's correct.
Did you ever have Detective Whittlesley take pictures of underneath that seat?
I never instructed Detective Whittlesley on what to take pictures of.
Okay. Did Detective Musser instruct Detective Whittlesley to take photos?
No, we never instruct our evidence technicians on what to take photos of.
So it's not your job?
No.
Nothing further, Judge.
Cross? Yes.
Detective Oliver, isn't it true that on the Friday evening of November 23rd, 2012, you never knew the child locks
No.
could be relevant?
No.
Or on the day after that?
No.
All right. So did you specifically request any of the evidence technicians to test or otherwise look at those child locks
No, we did not.
before that red Durango was taken from the gas station?
No, we did not.
Let me show you what's been marked into evidence. I need just 1 minute of State's Exhibit 48. And I'll ask you, sir, the photos that Mr. Strolla showed you isn't how you operate the child locks, is it?
No, it's not.
People don't open their back doors and operate the child locks with that little black latch, do they?
No. They don't. When the child locks are activated, you have to open the vehicle from the outside. And they're there for children, not to open them from the inside of the vehicle.
Right. So those latches aren't what someone would move to show whether or not they were on or off, are they?
No.
In fact, in State's Exhibit 48, it's just a little button along the driver's side door that somebody could hit accidentally if they didn't know it was important, isn't it?
That's correct.
And so one of those buttons along the left is what operates those child locks, isn't it?
That's correct.
And because y'all didn't know it was important, you didn't bother to document the position of it before you guys had the car towed from the gate gas station. Is
That's
that
correct.
correct?
That's correct.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Can I leave State's 48 up, Judge?
Sure.
Detective Oliver, that's the locks for the windows, correct?
Yes, it is.
Nothing further, Judge.
May he be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Corey, may he be excused?
He can, Judge.
Thank you, detective, you're excused.
Actually, you know what, Judge?
Hang on.
I was gonna say, if I can rewind, I am gonna keep him under subpoena subject to recall, Judge.
Okay.
Well then, and I do have one more question. Mr. Stroll asked you, that's the locks for the windows. There's multiple locks on that handle, aren't there?
That's correct.
Thank you. That's all, Judge.
Okay, well, you're excused for now, but
Not excused.
subject to recall.